Hello everybody and welcome. Today I wanted to review Hungry Ghost by Kevin Jared Hosein. This is the author's US debut novel and it's his first novel in historical fiction. It's 2023 release and this book was recommended to me and this is the first time that I read this author. The setting is in Trinidad and Tobago in its 1940s and there are two sides of the story. So the first side is that there is this rich family that lives on top of the hill that overlooks the village, and so this family consists of just husband and wife, and husband disappears in the beginning of the book, and one of the main characters is the wife. Her name is Marley. Something weird is going on the property that she's at, and it's almost like someone knows that the husband is no longer there to protect her, or there is kind of like some dark forces or just something like really weird is going on, and so she doesn't feel safe anymore. That's where we get introduced the kind of like the second the story, and that's the villagers. So the house overlooks this village and there is this barracks, and inside the barracks there are 6 family live inside this barracks, and it's just poverty there. So the roof is leaky and there's water on this running down on the side of the walls. There's just a bunch of diseases and just sickness, and everyone can hear each other, and it's just the resources are scarce, and it's just not very good conditions. And so in particular there's this family of 3, so there is a mother, a husband and son, and so the story takes off when the husband, who is desperate to take his family out of these conditions and just purchase a house, he agrees to help Marley to oversee the property and kind of to protect her for a sum of money that would help the husband Hans to bring his family to better conditions. And so that's how the story starts, and we kind of get to see how the characters develop as the events unfold. What I like about this book is that it starts with this kind of like gothic-y atmosphere, kind of like creepy things going on, and you don't know if it's like ghosts, if it's a real person. You don't know who is targeting Marley and why is this happening. And then the second part of the story is also kind of unsettling, and that's because we get to see what people are willing to do to get what they need. And the name of the book is Hungry Ghosts. I actually watched the interview with Kevin, and he kind of explains the idea behind the name. The idea of it is that when a person dies, there is this kind of like belief that once the person dies, his ghost is hungry and it can never get enough, and it always wants to feed, as almost like it wants to get back to life. And so he remembers his grandmother's funeral and how they were eating this rice balls, and it's kind of like to keep her company so that the grandmother's ghost doesn't go hungry. Main characters, they desire something, they want to attain something so desperately that they will do anything to get it, but yet they cannot quite get it still. And so the name of the book is Hungry Ghost because of that, because there is a comparison between the person who just passed and the spirit of the ghost as being always hungry, and the people in this book who kind of like have this desire that's Kevin's idea, saying that people in this book, they are always hungry for something that they cannot quite get. So Hans, he wants the house. Marley, she has a different desire that I don't want to spoil you what exactly she's targeting, but there's like just all of these characters, and they want something and they can never get it. No matter what they do, they always kind of like stay hungry, and therefore the kind of like the metaphor is the hungry ghosts. So that's all about this book. It's a good read. I highly recommend. It's pretty unique, I thought, and I like that it's a different culture, at least different for me, and I kind of got a feel of this culture, which is also really nice. So I really like that as well. Okay, that's all I have for this book. Thank you so much for watching.